fine, it's fine. I guess one of the big key things that I also learned in the coaching course when I did the coaching course with you was that, bowling does have four aspects, right? The physical, the technical, the tactical, and the mental. So you touched a little bit about, going through focus and going through the process, but how important are these aspects towards being a good bowler in Singapore?
Wow, actually is not the most important, but it's everything is part and parcel of a journey, the technical, tactical, mental, and physical. Anything that you leave out, it will definitely affect part of your game, for sure. Let's look at it from the technical point of view. Right now, all our COEs and and now NDS 1, 2, and 3. We focus a lot about the physical game, and whatnot, and certain technical game, right? Okay, all right. That is one part of it. Okay, then the tactical side of it, you have all the equipment and stuff, But the mental part is something that is very lacking, and we actually have a very strong group of people at the Singapore Sports Council. Not Sports Council, SSI. Now it's during my time is already converted to SSI. They are very, very good to help you manage this, but I think a lot of things need to be done with that aspect of it. I'm very happy that you're doing this and you're talking a lot about this, and not many people are still focusing on the mental side of the spectrum, and I think we need to look into it. And the word mental, can be so it's so vague. Sports psychology, it can be this and that. But I've always used technical and tactical strategy to prepare the player mentally. That's how I do it in preparing the team for World Championships, Asian Championships, Asian Games. We want to know what is our goal and what we do at what we call the picking cycle. It is what we do. This is what we do. And actually, one of the psychologists told me, Mervyn, Coach Merv, why don't you actually apply this right across the training? And he's right. It shouldn't be just preparing just for that major game. Shouldn't this be all the way every year for the kids, and not just 1 year or any athlete? It should be all 4 years of their journey every 4 years, because for Singapore bowling right now, the main aim is still Asian Games. Unfortunately this year we don't have Asian Games, so we're going to go towards 2026 Asian Games. So right now to 2026, what are all these the 4 key factors: technical, tactical, mental, physical? What we have to do for the players. That's why we do a SWOT analysis, on these 4 or every athlete, and we move forward from there. Okay, but mental is one side that is not really that heavily focused, and I think we should look more into that and get going.
Are you able to share any insights for why the mental aspect is not so focused in bowling in general?
I think it's not that it's not that focused in bowling. It's because every other thing is more sexy, probably, in terms of wow, I know about bowling balls. Wow, I know it. Right now you talk about everything. Oh, it's about sending bowling balls, it's about what ball to use, which is great. I'm happy because I'm with the bowling business. And great. And it's important because you know what? You put 2 kids. Okay, any kid right there, right now, all right, out there, you give them a bad ball reaction, mentally they're not going to be focused. They're going to be very tight. They're going to be, hey, what's going on? And they start self-judging, But when you give a proper ball reaction, you see he's free. He's able to do that. So is that not connected? It is connected. That's why it's how we, as a coach, and actually even a psychologist, to implement that and fuse them together so that the kid can see, hey, yeah, it's true. So mentally it helps me. And in terms of let's say the mental strategy in terms of focus, refocus plans and stuff, these are the 2 things I always focus for every team that go towards a major championship: focus and refocus plan. And the refocus plan is about understanding your equipment. That's part and parcel of it. When you have an athlete that really knows their equipment, it's just like going for an exam when you already studied the whole textbook. Instead of going to an exam and you only read half of the book, who will be more confident going into the exam? It's just like competition, how prepared you are, So Yeah. So do we do that? Yes, we do. Do we talk a lot about it? No, we don't. All right. That's and to me that's something that we do that. I've been advocating that with my coaching staff at the time when I was the technical director, and we really push towards that. That is key. That's the reason why we always have this 8 weeks prior to competition to prepare the players, because every single time the players will always be going through different stage of their life. So you have to handle their anxiety level at a point of time. Every individual player, that's why we're from the start of the year, when you, for example, I have 64 players in the national program at a point of time. I always tell the coaches we have 64 training programs going on at the same time. It's not one program everybody fit. That was the thing that I was trying to change. Every time we always have a program and then people fit into the coaches program. No, it's we fit to the players program. That's why it's athlete first. Sherry Tan is going to have a totally different program than a Daphne, the sister, even though they stay together all the time, right? I think that is very clear, and the men's team especially, So a lot of work has been done on the men's team, without us really telling everybody, because we know that it's not a secret thing, but we know that there's a lot of focus that needed to be worked on. And I'm so glad that the coaches did a brilliant job. Our consultants, our psychologists from SSI, they did a brilliant job. And in 2015, we won our first gold medal. But this group has been with us since 2011. Or from the sports school, we already earmarked them at a point of time to get them going. The Jarises and the and the whole Jing gang. So I'm very, very happy with where they are right now, and I'm just looking forward to see the newer breed coming up, the newer kids. So I'm always looking out for new names and the coaches to tell me, hey, you know what, we have this guy. It's so exciting to see new boys and girls coming out.
The national age groups competition just passed, and I guess that's a good indication for the next generation as well coming up. In the coming years,
I saw the
in the coming
scores.
years.
Yep. I saw the scores. I also saw the lane pattern, and I also saw what was going on. I mean, I don't want to take it away from the kids and stuff like that, but I always believe in one thing: you're as good as your last tournament. Important thing is you learn from your last tournament what you did not do well, not about what you did. I mean, you must of course focus on know that what you did well and make sure you fine tune it to make it even better. But always look at what we didn't do well. That's why we always do a SWOT analysis, looking at what are the weakness for this tournament. What did I do? And then, do you want to repeat that again? Many times we just we will not experience that again. No, it's about knowing what to do when that happened again. And that prepares the player even better for the next tournament. And I think that's the reason why we really have to do that. We started this SWOT analysis since 2015 for the whole team, and we want to move on and make sure that every single athlete know exactly what they have to do. It's just like exams, knowing exactly what to do.
Yeah, to be
know
fully
exactly
prepared.
what questions coming up. Yeah, it's not that. Can you imagine when you know exactly what questions is going to come up? How confident are you going into you get what I mean? And bowling we can because you know what, because when you're ready, you know exactly what kind of equipment that you need and what kind of reaction that you want. Mentally, you know, okay, I'm at a stage of my life that I'm very in control, or right at the just right, not too low or not too high above your anxiety level, max anxiety level. That's the reason why we are always measuring our athletes prior and before all the time.
And it's important that they know the strengths and the weaknesses through the SWOT testing and to adjust and do the needed adjustments before each and every tournament.
And know what's the best part?